How are we getting on, folks? Look at we'll call a spade once again. Didn't go our way. First day in a long time where just things didn't go to plan, and look at nothing really we can do about it now. All we have to do is just pack up and move on. We did have a nice next best winner in trying to find it here now. Stormy Master. That we it was advised at 9-4, drifted out to 3-1. So look at we'll take it. But I am disappointed that we couldn't end the day in profit. But look at it is what it is. Tipperary on tomorrow. A track that I do fairly okay at. Have done in the past. Always have done fairly considerably well. And few nice each way shouts in here now for tomorrow. Uh, Hoping for a couple of big price winners. Really hoping for it now. I think we might have the key to lock the door or to unlock the door. Let's just say, and I definitely have a good feeling about tomorrow. Look at hopefully we'll be able to get on board plenty of winners. First race off though, the 130. Danny Mullins rides for Willie. Tax for Max is definitely an interesting sort, but he's proven to be a little bit keen and he's proven to be very hot in both nature and presentation more so than anything else. He's just one that's not really setting the world alight for me at a price of 5-6. Now I know he is down in class and he is facing an awful lot of what's the word to say, a much easier test than what he has been facing so far. But the one for me that I'm really liking, and one that's at an each way price for me, San Pedro for John Halley and Ricky Dial, currently priced at 10-1. I think it's well worth an each way. John Halley has been in serious form. He chased home a stable mate last time out on race course. No, on National Hunt debut. He was 10-1 that particular day. Mr. Tambourine Man was the winner, a very comfortable winner of that as well. We did tip him up that particular day. Mr. Tambourine Man obviously was third to the Cahill Don and the Greek. Now the Cahill Don hasn't set the world alight, let's just say, but the fact that he has produced I suppose winning form, the fact that Mr. Tambourine Man was 20 lengths behind him that particular day, it definitely speaks volumes for this lad's chance. The fact that on National Hunt debut he could get up for second in a fairly competitive race was definitely very interesting. I think coming in here with Ricky Dial on board, Ricky Dial obviously being the reigning Midlands and Irish national I suppose winning jockey, you could call him. It's definitely very interesting. I think he's got a great overall chance, and at 10-1, he's definitely well worth in each way. Certainly much more worthwhile than backing the odds-on favourite in here. 2:00, it could be a quick fire double for Danny Mullins. He's got another odds-on favourite in here for Willie Mullins, Dark Voyager. I am tempted by him. Currently priced at 11-10. It's a nice, if there ever is a nice odds-on shot, it's a nice odds-on shot. He's more than likely going to go on to win. He's definitely looks to be one of the more likelier ones, but the one that I'm really liking in here at value, Duffy's Getaway at 14-1 for Philip Rothwell and Simon Torrance, Lemon £3. I think this one here, it's worth in each way. Look at Rothwell's been in serious form so far this year. He's put up some nice, I wouldn't say handicap jobs, but there have been nice winners, and there's been a good few winners coming from the Philip Rothwell yard. so far this season, and especially the summer national hunt season as well. I think 14-1 is potentially overpriced. I think if this horse can improve any way, shape, or form, he's coming in here with a realistic each way chance. Now, whether that chance is actually going out on to win the race or not, it's more than likely we'd be hoping for more luck, more so than anything else. But in terms of getting into the second or third, I think is realistic. I think if he can show that sort of form, he's definitely coming in here with a serious chance. Keep a close eye on Fraternity for Tony Mullins and Rachel Blackmore. You don't see that combination teaming up too often, but when you do, it's normally fairly on the money and on the ball. I think 6-1 is a little bit overpriced for him, but just the fact that it's better value. 14-1 for Philip Rothwell's Charge is definitely the one I'll be siding with. Now, 235, and this one here is going to be the first, I suppose, win bet, we will call it. Lack and Scale Lady, currently priced at 15-8. I think this one here, coming in here with a realistic chance. Henry de Bromhead has two of them in here. Darragh O'Keefe, as much as I love him and all this, in terms of a jockey, I think the fact that Rachel Blackmore picks Lack and Scale Lady is the key to this. I think it's definitely very, very interesting as well. The fact that Ken Alexander has been a great, how would you say, a great owner to be able to give Rachel Blackmore such success, in particular with the likes of Honeysuckle and Manila Melody in the past. I think the fact that she veers away from him is definitely very, very interesting. And I just think the fact that that is the case, and that is the reasoning behind me going for Lack and Scale Lady here is definitely very, very interesting. I think 15-8 is a bit overpriced. I think the jockey booking is a tip in itself. And realistically, I think it's going to be very, very hard to beat. It looks like it's starting to come into its own now and really show its true colours. Now, moving on then to the 310, and I will be actually siding with Rachel Blackmore again. Hopefully, she'll be able to do a quick fire double with Cotty, currently priced at 11-4. I think Lunar Display, there's no real value there. Lunar Display has been consistent, and I will say it's been consistent, but it's been consistently frustrating as well to follow. You look at the runs: fall, third, fourth, third, second. It doesn't scream 5-4 is great value here. I think Cotty has more improvement in her. When you look at her 2 seconds in the likes of Galway and Clonmel, both of them were on good ground. Realistically, I think if there's any horse that's going to be coming in here with a bit of a chance and a bit of an overall coming in here under the radar, let's just say, I think Cotty could be the one. Now, moving on into the 345, this one is going to be actually the patron pick of the day. So I'm not going to be covering it, but it's at a lovely, lovely price for those who are on board. 415, and this here is going to hold the nap of the day for me. Definite Adair looks to be the one they all have to beat. I think realistically, the way Tipperary is set out, the way Tipperary is normally run, I think this is going to suit Definite Adair realistically in great shape, really. When you look at the second behind the Great White, now the Great White for Dermot McLaughlin has always been a horse that's been well touted about, well thought of, and just, I suppose, struggled to get his head in front. But he did this particular day. He's put in a good effort since then, when second in Kilbeggan, just narrowly touched off on the line. Definitely there was 11 lengths behind that particular day. Nothing to be disgraced about. I think if this horse can get his head in front, today is definitely going to be the day. The fact that Definite there is a hold-up horse. Tipperary, most winners come from the back of the pack, coming around that straight. It's a big, long straight. There's going to be lots of staying on winners here now tomorrow. And I certainly think Definite there at 7-2 is a price that's well worth getting behind. Now moving on into the 445, and this one here is going to be a very, very nice each way, and an each way that I was very, very much contemplating putting it as my next best. With Wild Atlantic Lady currently priced at 12-1, I think this one here is definitely going to show her true colors here. When you look at the second last time out, midfield was beaten a neck, headway and prominent after 12, not fluent 3 out, nudged along before 2 out, ridden and close up approaching last. Strong challenge run in, no extra towards finish, just held. Now, that definitely screams Tipperary for me, like a proper hold-up horse. Out near the back of the pack, get plenty of cover, come with a one late run, and hope for all the best. Philip Enright is an absolute genius at this sort of game. He's a proper hold-up man. He knows the time of day. He knows when the clock in the head is. He's got a great clock in the head in terms of when to commit and when to go. And realistically, I think 12-1 for Wild Atlantic Lady is massively, massively overpriced. She's coming in here with a serious, serious chance. And don't be surprised to see her actually get her head in front. Moving on then to the 5:15, the last race of the day and the bumper. And realistically, you cannot look past Willie Mullins and Patrick Mullins here. It's a combination. It's a magic combination for bumpers. Realistically, you win more than you lose backing them. Kotiam, 5-4. I think this one here is definitely the next best. It won hands and heels the last day in Kilbeggan when winning by close to 20 lengths. Ahead of midnight it is Dice Box, Rule Out, Mulan West, Nemwenig, Kilbrainy, One Sock, Bug Scuffle, Barncroft, Margarita Baby, Skull. Skull was actually very, very highly thought of at one stage, so that's definitely very interesting. Third the time before behind Presto and Eva's Diva. Eva's Diva, if I'm not mistaken, she's been sold out to Taunton, or she's been sold out to England, and her last run was in Taunton when second. I think it's going to be a very, very hard horse to stop. It looks to be the class act of the field. I think the Gossiper is it's not really interesting, to be quite honest. It's not appealing to me whatsoever. It didn't show its true colors when running an entry, but yeah, I think heavy ground is definitely what the Gossiper wants. I don't think he's going to get it, considering it's good to yield now at the moment, and the sun is absolutely splitting the stones today. I really think Kotiam is the one they all have to beat, and 5-4. It's double your money. Think of it that way. But look, that's all I have time for. Please make sure to keep liking, sharing, and subscribing. For those who want to sign up to the Patreon, I'll leave a link in the description below. Basically, it's €10 a month, but considering we're closing in on the end of the month, I would be probably suggesting to go for, say, next month's sign up. Just the fact that it's an automatic subscription charge. Comes out the first day of every month. So look, just for the sake of yourselves, just to stop you signing up, say on the 29th, and then by the 1st, for instance, now let's just say you get double charged for the sake of 2 days. It's not worth it. Better off, miles better off signing up the 1st of June if you're going to be signing up at all. But in terms of winners and in terms of, I suppose, overall strike rate, we generally do have a winner more often than not every day. I had a lovely 11-4 winner there today. It was a very, very nice winner. The Lino or the Kino Dairy or something along the lines like that. Very, very impressive 3 mile one chase winner in Warwick, I think it was. Very, very impressive. Very, very professional. Never touched a twig on the way around. As easy as you like. Was backed into 5-4. That's the way we like it, and that's the way we intend to keep going. But like I said, a €10 a month, you also get entered into the monthly giveaways as well. So next month now we have, I think, a gift set from between scratch or some sort of scratch map in terms of the race courses and all that. And as well as that, we have a few gifts as well that we're going to be getting from Hacked Up Horse Racing Gifts as well. So that's definitely going to be a nice prize for the sake of €10. It's going to be in around 60 quid worth. So look at realistically, that's definitely value there for money. Some lucky patron member is going to be saving the guts of £50. So that's definitely a lovely price to get every single month. But look at, I'm going to leave it there. Please make sure to keep liking, sharing, and subscribing. And the very best of luck tomorrow. Hopefully we're on the back of plenty of winners again.